So, why would anyone choose to hunt monsters in Outriders? Well, we have the obvious part, which is that they are video game monsters and everybody loves hunting video games monsters. The second part is that they come in different shapes and sizes and different abilities, which could issue a different type of challenge for some of you who are just looking for the next hardest or diverse thing out there. The third part is that when it comes to hunting monsters, they spawn in a much larger number. And this is because they're in their own natural habitat. This is their own planet. So this large number makes them a very logical choice when it comes to loot farming. The prime targets for these monster hunts are usually the alphas, and they're able to easily call for reinforcements. So they are likely to spawn more enemies, giving you additional enemies to farm. Once again, it goes back to that loot farm and you have the challenge, the feel, just looking for the next thing that is quite different from what you've been fighting all along. This high adrenaline fight also brings diversity. Like I said, it brings diversity to the way you play the game. Monsters approach and attack differently from other factions. They are different from the humans on this planet. They have different abilities, they are much bigger, more fun, and they come in hordes that it feels almost like you're playing a different game. It feels like Evolve or Aliens Fireteam, or maybe the Jurassic Park game or Monster Hunter World. And I also think this is one of those ways where the developers might introduce a new game mode in the future if they decide to, because I would love to see a horde mode. They're not working on a horde mode, don't get me wrong, but I think this is one of those ways that they might be able to hit it right out of the park if they want to add a horde mode to the game. Now, this monster hunts, from the looks of it, seems to be more beneficial to solo players compared to expeditions, which is the main endgame. Granted, expeditions will yield the highest overall reward, but there is a chance that a lot of solo players wouldn't be able to go through some of this series of challenges to the very end, so they would rather just stick to one mission that stays that way and they can repeat it without scaling in difficulty. I really like that personally. I also like the fact that the monsters' designs are menacing, but in a really cool way, and it also reminds me of Pacific Rim as well. Granted, this game is not everyone's cup of tea, but I think it is good to show off some of the other aspects of the game that people might not know, because I know a lot of times right now, if you're looking at Outriders video on YouTube, most of the things that you're going to see right now is going to be the demo playthrough, and people will look at it and think, oh my god, that's the entire game. Yeah, that's kind of one of those crazy moments out there. There are changes to the terrain, changes to the location, and you also see changes to the enemy types. Now, this game selection is definitely not going to be as diverse as Monster Hunter, because Monster Hunter is a series that's been going on for generations, so I don't think anyone is ever going to beat that. And it's also not going to be as diverse as Borderlands, because there's also another father of looter and they have a much bigger catalog. So this is not going to be as huge as any of those games, but it will give you at least enough for whatever it is that this game is offering. With that said though, let me know what you guys think about this down below in the comment section. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.